Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is a very unique reading that I'm having, and by the way, I am Mystic Jen, and I thank each and every one of you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes, and all the positive energy that you send my way. Anyhow, this reading, I am going to offer this reading on my website. I'm hoping to have it up here within the next day or so. Be another service. What this is I'm bringing back my YouTube readings. Now, how they work is I do a reading, I leave names out, and it is a public reading. However, with that said, you maintain your anonymity, and I will personally email you the link to your reading. Okay, after you schedule your reading, it's going to be probably under products, because it's not something that you could actually put on the calendar and schedule. I will let you know whenever your reading goes live, or when to expect your reading. Okay, usually it is within 48 hours I will have your reading ready and uploaded. Now, this particular reading is going to be a relationship reading between two people. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm not going to give their names out, and I do have permission to do this. Okay, I'm going to have the masculine, the feminine, and their combined energy, potential outcome, or any kind of advice will be over here. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and begin, and this is similar to the way I have been doing the soulmate readings. Okay, so you could get a soulmate or a relationship reading. And like I said, I will have this service available here very soon. Okay. The masculine's reading is the garden. And I'm going to get these cards laid out first, and then I will dig in. Okay. The feminine reading is the mountain. Right off the bat, I get a feeling of something is ice cold. The feminine is feeling icy, maybe feeling alone, feeling stuck, feeling like she's got too many. There are too many obstacles in this relationship. And combined energy is the whip. Which this totally jives with the information that I have about this couple. Okay, that there's always a lot of arguing. There's always a lot of going back and forth. There is always this sense of a repetitive cycle, if you will. Okay. Okay, this is she who becomes, but I'll say he who becomes, because this is for the masculine energy. And then we have she who remains. Okay. I'm getting a sense of somebody. I even hate to say this, but I feel that he is putting himself out there on social media. Okay. And I get the sense of him being out in the public, him going on the hunt. And she's the one that is remaining loyal. She is staying there, but there's even icy coldness about her. Like she's frozen. Okay. I feel like she's turning her emotions off. Okay, let's get the combined energy. She who is wild. This kind of makes sense, and they told me to go one more. She who avenges. And I'm going to pick up that Lenormand deck one more time because they reminded me that I should have put 2 cards over here in the potential outcome or their combined energies. So I've got to get one more Lenormand. We have the key. The key is an answer. The key is unlocking something. The key could be a symbolism of breaking free. And we got the birds under the deck. And the birds is representing that, I'm hearing like that nesting syndrome. So I almost feels like that they're on different pages now about what each one wants. One wants to be sociable. The other one wants to move forward to a deeper level of commitment, to a nesting, building that home. They're not in children-bearing years. They're a little bit beyond having children now. They both have had their own families with other people. But that nesting of settling down together for the rest of their lives, that is the energy. And we have somebody that wants to move forward. We have her. And I feel this is, I know for a fact she's the one. Who, we have Hanged Man energy with the number 12 here. She's feeling like she's hanging there. She's not sure. She feels like she's the one that's sacrificing. This person wants to move forward. And it's all about trying to create that family life. Okay? And the question was, were they even going to make it down the aisle at this point? So, let me get some of the tarot cards and then we'll dig in. We have the Emperor here for the masculine energy. The Hierophant for the feminine. Oh. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Both of these cards wanted to come out in the reverse. So I will leave them there. I'm going to turn them upright, but just note that there is some reversal energy in this. They told me just turn them upright, read the upright meaning with the understanding that there is some of the reverse meaning there. And under the deck, we do have the Hermit. And the Four of Cups. So there seems to be an energy here of somebody feeling alone. They're in this connection, but they're almost living separate lives. Okay? And one person is really seeking answers because there seems to be a new opportunity or a new option that one person is facing here. And they're trying to figure it out. Okay? And I could say that it is the masculine that has that new opportunity, a new option being presented before him. And he's not sure if he should take it or not. But everything up until now, he feels has been empty. He feels that and yes, the masculine is the client. I will say that. The masculine is the client. So, he feels that she was not fulfilling her part of the bargain. And she came to him with all these grand ideas, with all this, basically being somebody that she wasn't. And he's not very happy about it, but he has another opportunity. There's another offer. There's something else big coming in. Even though this is the garden card, it reminds me, I see the crossroads in there. Okay, so he feels very much alone in this connection. He's a lack of affection, a lack of love. It's like just kind of going through the motions. And again, we've got all that snow, all that ice. And he is at a point of growing cold on this connection as well. She's already grown cold on it. But she still has this image of getting married. We have the Karma card. You know, I can say that there is karma involved in this. Okay? There were lessons that had to be learned. And as much as he doesn't want to hear this, there were karmic lessons that he needed to go through as well. But that is a card of judgment. That is a card of making right choices and decisions. That is, you know, of whether he has been trying to resurrect this. But he also tends to keep a lot of his emotions bottled up inside and not really talk about them much. Okay? So I will put these cards aside right here. So, his energy being the garden. And it is the number 20, representing that judgment card. Okay? Judgment, karma. He is going through a karmic cycle. He is in the service of within the public. He serves the public. But he's kind of in a place right now that he's kind of feeling a little bit trapped. And there are things that have been put on social media. Let me just say that. Okay? There's been some posts put on social media. But what it boils down to, he is trying to make a decision right now. We have that Four of Cups because he has another option coming in. And he's trying to decide if he's going to stick it out with her. Because there are talks of them getting married. That is why I said before with that undercard. Was it this one? Yeah, with that birds card. The love birds. There has been talks and discussions. Okay? But there is no definitive answer of what's happening next. He is not so sure that they are going to make it down the aisle. She is. She's confident that no matter what, they're going to make it down the aisle. But it's her mannerisms, her behavior. And her behavior is caused because of past experiences. Okay? And we have here, she who becomes. Okay, a metamorphosis, a transcendent journey. His emotional state, how he feels about this connection has been changing. Okay? And he sees it going off in a different direction than what he had originally planned. But he's looking at another option that could allow him to transform his life, transform himself internally, change his destiny. Okay? He has been convinced that he's going to be stuck with this connection. He's going to have to be stuck without the intimacy. He's going to have to be stuck without, you know, a very close bond. And he just thought that, you know, the lack of attention from her, how she could be cold as ice, was something that he was going to have to live with. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. Your life becomes what you want it to become, what you make it. Okay? I've been seeing this a lot, and I've been saying this a lot the past 2 days, is if you don't like the destination, or if you don't like where you're at, change it. Okay? And then we have the Emperor. The Emperor represents control, represents being in charge, using your intellect, building security. And this is about his own security. Him taking control of the situation. Him making the right decisions and choices. And laying some healthy boundaries. But he is taking charge. Okay? This is somebody who is making decisions. He's weighing out his options. He's trying to be fair. But he's in the mindset. Now this is where I don't want to piss you off, but I got to be honest. He's a little bit inflexible. And I'm sorry, buddy, I have to tell you that. A little bit inflexible. A little bit rigid. He wants things done a certain way. And she has other ideas. And they kind of butt heads on this. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and I do really want to clarify that Emperor energy more. Okay, tell me more about this. Thank you. I don't know if you saw that. Probably not, but they just kind of hopped out of the deck. Okay, we have the King of Swords energy. So he's kind of feeling pinned. Okay. And he really wants to move forward. He has these ideas and different things that he wants to do. But it's like this relationship with her is kind of limiting that. And there we go with that Four of Cups energy again. That offering. That energy of he's not happy in his situation. And that's why I'm saying, like, if you're not happy, it's up to you to change it. He kind of feels stuck and feels obligated in some sense to stay with her. Okay? He has a lot invested in this relationship. But there's definitely a dissatisfaction because she was turning into somebody that, or she ended up being someone that she portrayed herself as, but she portrayed herself as something else, okay? But I want to go on to her energy. She has the Mountain energy. And number 21, the World card. Okay. She has her own aspirations, her own direction, the way that she wants to see this relationship go, and the way she wants to see her life go. It's like they definitely don't seem to be on the same page. Okay? And she has all kinds of mountains in front of her. And his stipulations kind of present a challenge to her. Okay? And she sees him as a challenge. And the number 8 can be a block, or it can be movement, moving past those blocks, creating change. She's in a place where she wants something to change as well. But it's about them compromising, and that's something that they don't seem to get on the same page about. She comes across as unmovable. Thank you, Spirit. They just told me that She sets her stance and she's unmovable, not willing to change, not willing to see the other side. She has an energy of needing to be right all the time. Needing to get the last word. You know, so she is her own block, is what they're telling me. And then we have she who remains, powerful, devotion, true worth. Okay, I feel she's coming into a power of knowing her worth, but she's not quite there yet. She remains in this connection because he is a challenge and she doesn't like to lose. Okay? Now, both of these scenes, both are very icy cold. This is where he's told me a little bit, but her energy is definitely coming across as being very, very cold, very, very icy. Okay? Emotionally withdrawn. She's devoted to him, but she's emotionless. Okay? I'm hearing cold and calculating. For whatever that's worth. And fire and ice, because I'm being drawn to her, the red hair in here, representing fire. It's fire and ice. Hot one moment, cold the next. Kind of flips. Almost reminds me of bipolar, to be honest. You know, it's like flipping a switch. She could go to either extreme. And that is one of the things that he is being challenged with. He was not expecting that with her. Because in the beginning, she came on very passionately, very warm, very nurturing. And then she just did a total flip. Once she got comfortable, she did a total flip. And he's got choices that he needs to weigh out. And that is very plain and clear. Hierophant energy. Taurus energy. There's that stability and faithfulness. So she is faithful. But I'm being drawn to the keys. And we got the key card over there. You know, she holds the power and the keys of whether this relationship is going to succeed or not. Okay? And she definitely has this energy. I think she definitely wants to move forward towards the altar. Okay? This couple is engaged. But he's not moving forward to even set a date because he's second guessing himself if that's really the direction. You know, I'm going to go back to the Chariot card here. You know, that he could switch directions, and that's what he's thinking about because he's not happy. And, you know, he's tired of feeling down. He feels like she brings him down. Brings his vibrations down. Okay? But she definitely is in the energy of wanting to get to that altar as fast as she can. And that might be part of the compromising that needs to be done. She at least wants a date set. And she's putting on this facade. She's being very cold because she's not, almost like a temper tantrum. She's not getting what she wants. Okay? And so she gives him the cold shoulder all the time. And she thinks that by giving him the cold shoulder, that is going to get his attention. But what she doesn't realize, and I believe he is going to actually share this video with her, what she doesn't realize is giving him the cold shoulder is actually driving a wedge. Okay? And he's driving the wedge on the other side by not being flexible and a little bit more understanding. Okay, so there's things on both parts, both people, that need to change if this is going to work. Okay? Tell me more about the Hierophant energy, please. Tell me more about the Hierophant. Judgment. You know, again, we got that karma card. We got it over here, too. This is answering the call. This is trying to rejuvenate this connection. This is a reconciliation because she is an ex from the past that they got back together. And she did change. She's not the same person that she was the first time around between them two. They had other issues back then. But Ace of Cups. You know, so there is a love there. You know, in a way, she definitely wants to heal the situation, but she cannot see the forest for the trees. She doesn't feel that she needs to change. She feels he does. And he feels she needs to change. They both need to change. That is the point. Okay? This is not going to work if neither one of them are willing to budge. He's being unflexible, unwilling to budge from his point of view. To the point that, and he's unhappy, that he's considering putting himself back on the market and walking away from this connection. She wants to heal it. She's desperately trying to hold on to this, but she gets so moody and so cold. Lack of affection. And, you know, getting in her own way. Unmovable. It's like she's very fixated on being right all the time. So is he. They're both very stubborn people. And neither one of them can open up enough and be flexible enough to see the other person's point of view. That is a major problem. Okay? But and she wants to reconcile it. She wants to fix this connection. She wants to get to that down the aisle. I'm not seeing that on his end. He's definitely holding off. He's not happy. It's almost like he's going out and searching. He hasn't told me he was going out searching, but the energy's there. Okay? Or he's thinking about searching. Now, as far as the potential outcome over here, we have the Whip card. You know, it's a number 11, it's a number of justice. You know, this is about making the decision not to end the cycle. They go round and round and round. They have a hard time getting along. Okay? And the key, that is the answer, the solution. Number 33, which reduces to a 6. The solution to restoring that harmony and that healing is to meet each other halfway. Cut off the cycle. Get rid of the negativity. Because there is this, you know, this wild energy. The wild energy is somebody who is out of control. Okay, mysterious. He hasn't said as much, but I wonder if there are secrets being kept in this connection. Either she's keeping secrets from him or he's keeping secrets from her. I almost feel it's him, but I can't say that for sure because the Garden card here, him putting himself out there, he might be secretly looking. And we have another one of she, the nemesis, she who avenges. You know, justice is one of the meanings on this card. I feel justice is wanting to be right, but justice is going on the right path, being balanced. And there is definitely an out of control energy here. We have somebody that wants their freedom. We have somebody else that wants that stability. He wants freedom. She wants a stability. She wants to settle down. She wants that in marriage. And he's thinking about his freedom. Hence, the Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords energy. Now, my guide, it came out in the reverse, but my guides told me to put them upright for right now, which talks about the energy of making a sudden decision, a sudden move, being very focused on moving past this energy. But being that they were both, there's reversal energy here, that is that stuck energy, that is not moving forward, not yet out of those troubled waters until there is a change. The Knight of Swords in the reverse is a dead stop. It's things not moving forward. Out of focus. Losing touch with the ultimate goal. You know, and clouded thinking, irrational thinking, impulsive actions that leads to, and the revenge card, they're talking to me about getting even. It's like he says something that she don't like and she has to make herself even. It's that, again, that energy of getting in the last word. The continual cycle of arguments. This couple is a couple that do not get along. When they do, everything is smooth sailing with the Six of Swords. But it gets flipped and the cycle starts again and they have to work through it again. This is a never-ending cycle, never-ending struggle. And neither one of them, like I said, really wants to bend. Okay? Neither one of them can see their faults in it. And this was laying on the table and Spirit told me to pick it up, Seven of Swords. You know, we have a runner here. But somebody, you know, this is not always cheating and dishonesty. Many times it is. Betrayals, it's not always, but the betrayal, I feel, is, and the dishonesty has to do with not being honest with themselves. Okay? Not facing their own faults. Looking at faults within each other, but not within their self. If that makes sense. And the Seven is about an evaluation. This is a runner, somebody who is looking to run from this connection, and that's him. He's looking to run. He's almost out the door, okay? But he has 3 swords in one hand and only 2 in the other. He could have grabbed another sword. But he left those 2 behind on purpose. It's almost like I'm leaving, but I'm leaving something here to give me a reason to come back where I always have a foot in the door type of energy. That could also be her, too. It's like somebody is running, but and it's like somebody is always leaving their footprint just so that they always have their foot in that door. Okay, and not being honest with himself. And somebody really needs to take a close look, a logical approach. Assess things logically. Yes, I'm saying take the emotion out of it and do the pros and cons and do the things that, write down what needs to be changed. You guys need to talk about it. And come up with a plan of how you're going to change this. How are you going to break this cycle? Ten of Pentacles. Monetary gain. You know, I'm hearing an energy of codependency based on finances. It's like this character in this card is looking back at the money, at the Ten of Pentacles, at the gold mine, or at what they have built up. Again, leaving a little bit behind just so that they can still have a foot in the door. That could be either one of them. She has some money, he has some money. But she had nothing when she came to him. I can say that he helped prop her up. That could be her having a difficult time leaving the money behind. There is an energy of maybe even theft of money, theft of a family. I'm not sure how that resonates. You'll have to let me know. But feeling something stolen. This could be a loss of the family cohesiveness. Feeling robbed of stability. Because of all the fighting, all the argument. Not knowing what direction you guys are going to go in. Knight of Cups, Two of Swords. Definitely holding back that cup of love. You know, that's holding back, not moving forward. Kind of sitting on the fence. There is definitely a stalemate between the two of them. Neither one of them wanting to apologize. Neither one of them wanting to compromise. Hermit energy. And Page of Cups. Somebody is definitely doing... If I could get these cards right. Hold them right. Somebody's doing a lot of self-reflection here. Inner wisdom. Maybe even going off by themselves. Self-discovery. Someone's... And I feel that's his energy. He is doing a lot of reflecting. But while he's at it, he needs to do some self-reflection as well. Not just reflecting on the connection or just her. You know, I love you dearly. Both of you. But you both have work you need to do on this connection. It takes two to make it work. And you both keep working against each other. You're not on the same page. It's almost like you both living in the same household but being alone. You both are in that same energy. Doing your own thing, not doing it together, not making decisions together. It's like you guys doing your own thing, almost like roommates. Not being in love, not two people that are ready to permanently commit to each other, getting ready to walk down that aisle, getting ready to say your nuptials. From this standpoint, and for her, I have to say, you want that marriage, but you both have a lot of work that has to be done. You know, now's not the time to dig into a marriage because it is bound to fail unless you get this other stuff worked out. Before you get married, this other bullshit has to get worked out. Okay? Wow. Being drawn to my other new deck here. I used this in the daily reading, and I am going to use it again for oracle draws on this. Okay. I did not see the Death card. The Ten of Swords was here at one point as a clarifier. The Ten of Swords could be an ending, could be a death. That was coming out on his end where and I've already said that he is thinking about ending this connection. Okay? But he has to, for any relationship to work for him, he has to learn to be a little bit flexible. Okay? Okay, let's see what totem animal would like to speak to this couple. Let's see, this card is a jumper. Let's see what it is. Cat, independent. So, there is a fine balance between being a couple and maintaining independence. Compromising, but being able to do your own thing as well. There are certain things you could do that you do as a couple. Then there's some things like maybe some hobbies or going to lunch with girlfriends or going to lunch with the guys. You know, certain things that you could do independently. But it says here, you are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So this is talking about not listening to other people, which I feel is a problem mostly on her side. Because she puts everything on fucking Facebook, okay? Everybody knows when there's problems in this connection by what she posts, okay? And so this is like, and people I think are telling her, oh, you need to be by yourself. Oh, he is so terrible. You know, she's not perfect and neither is he, okay? You know, they both have their problems and their issues. Everybody does. Nobody is perfect, okay? And I'm going to get in the book about the cat for you guys. I don't always read from the book, but the cat is curious, confident, clever. These are some of the key words. They're talking about being affectionate. Okay? Cats are mysterious. They're intuitive. Okay? You both might be old souls because the cat also, you know that saying of having 9 lives? Well, the cat has many lives. And I feel like you guys, that's what they're saying you two have had this round and round through many lives. Okay? You still haven't gotten it right. Okay? Cats are unpredictable, independent, and mysterious creatures. They love the night. Cat people are highly selective when they choose friends and would be advised to guard against being so picky they become reclusive. Cat as totem brings psychic gifts and creativity. Cats are in constant communication with spirit and bridge the world of the seen and unseen. Who has not witnessed a cat looking around an empty room as though following a ghost? They will shuffle away from unsavory situations and step away from problems. Does it sound familiar, guys? Not facing the problem, stepping away from it, not solving it. You both are intuitive. Highly intuitive. If you are a cat person, pay close attention to the felines in your life. Reach out with your questioning mind and ask them to share their secrets. Listen to the intuition they share. Watch their body language. Learn the subtleties. Cats are healers. Have you ever heard that saying, like they say when you have a cat and cats are excellent for depression, petting a cat, interacting with a cat, kind of lifts the spirit up. That is a natural of the cat. Okay? And it says they live in the now. They are natural yogas. Place them on your lap and pet them. Their counterclockwise energy rotation will mingle with your clockwise spin and neutralize negative energy and set the world right. If a cat is your totem, you are blessed with many lives and many chances. Remember that your supernatural insights will guide you. Pamper yourself like the cat and remember how good it is to just be your content self. Have you ever become isolated because of being too selective? Has laziness made you forget your zest for living? Have life's challenges got you up a tree? Don't let the dogs bug you. So, that's advice from Spirit. And cats can be very secretive. Remember before, I thought that there might have been some secrets between the two of them. Somebody having secrets, one or the other or both. I think that's half the problem. They're not being open. But intuitively, you could read each other. Okay, the camera shut off. I'm not sure where. But there are secrets in this connection. That's the main thing that's bothering me. Okay? Don't know where the camera shut off, but this is going to be quite a lengthy reading. Longer than a half-hour session. But there will be a discount on the website for those who want this, because it's not a live one-on-one reading. Okay? Wise decision. Make sure you weigh your options and be smart. Take on that hermit energy. Think about it. Okay? Use your intelligence. Use your mind. And it's about making smart choices. Not settling for something you're not happy with. There has to be a choice of decision. Either you guys are going to get on the same page and you're going to compromise, or break it off, go your separate ways. It didn't work. And you know that's not going to work between you guys, because you've gone round and round and round before with them, with each other. You've almost broken up several times over the last few years. It almost feels like twin flame energy. But sometimes, some people say we always end up with our twin flame. We don't. Not in every lifetime. But your twin is here, and I feel like this is a twin. They fight against each other, can't get on the same page. I feel he is more spiritually, I can't always say it. One of them is more spiritually involved than the other. And I feel she's very intuitive. She knows things. She sees things. She feels things. She gets spirit messages, but she doesn't reveal them. I feel like that's her secret that she keeps to herself. That is why she is cold. And there's another reason why she's vengeful. Because there's something that she knows that she's not revealing. And something that he's not revealing to me. And it may have to do with dating sites, looking for somebody else. Maybe she knows this. Can't prove it, but intuitively she knows it. So she's being very protective of herself. She's being very cold, unmoving. But at the same time, she's in the energy of, I've got to win. Energy, I've got to be right. And a lot of it has to do with that financial security that they have together. I'm not saying that there isn't love there, because there is love there. But you've got a choice and decision to make. Here's that hermit energy. Go within. The answers lie within and how to end this cycle. One way or another, you can't keep going on this way. You both are still spiritually evolving. And I almost feel like trying to force something here. But you're not seeing eye to eye. You're not on the same page. But anyhow, these are the messages I have for you. And if anybody else would like a YouTube reading, you could contact me through my website, and I could give you the information, or email me until I get it on to my website. But I am going to be offering YouTube readings before. I haven't done YouTube readings probably in 5 years, but I'm going to start introducing them as an alternative to get a really in-depth reading for a lower price, because it's not a one-on-one interaction. Okay, I'm going to end the reading here. I do love each and every one of you, and I will see you next time. Blessed be light and love.